pre, let's just say pre World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Most people only had the skill for one thing.
Mm.
Maybe all they could
True.
do is manual labor. So wherever they could find manual labor jobs,
Mm.
women that maybe weren't married can only get a job maybe at either at a store or cleaning.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Being the cleaning lady or something like that. Things were limited.
Yeah, true.
People didn't have any skills. They just worked with their bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And if there was no work, you didn't eat.
Yeah, true.
There was um, nothing to help you out except the
Mm.
charity of others, and most people were in the same boat.
Yeah.
People
It's
weren't
never
jealous of
easy.
one another back then because everybody was in the same boat. People were poor and, for the most part, uneducated,
Mm.
and even didn't know how to read, were limited in their reading.
Mm-hmm.
Education was limited because as soon as they were old enough, they had to work.
That's true.
And
They
by,
never got a
and
chance
by
to go to
old,
school, right?
yeah, by old
Mm.
enough, I'm talking five, six,
5 or 6
7 years
years
old.
old, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to work in factories and this and that, and yeah, that's
Uh,
a hard life.
that's a hard life, yeah. I think so too.
Yeah, we
Mm.
have a hard life, but it's different.
Yeah, it's a different, it's like what they say, first world kind of first world issues or
Yeah,
something like that.
there the stress from there was an empty belly and being homeless. Ours is mental. It's all mental
Mm.
because we've got most of us have a place to live, thank God. Full belly, thank God. But the mental of having to go to work, that routine that seems to be never ending and relentless and the
Mm-hmm.
same thing day after day after day. Um, and the demands of life. It's a different kind of a stress, but it's stress
Mm-hmm.
nonetheless.
Nonetheless, yeah. Very true. Well,
Yeah,
hopefully I'll get to retire eventually, soon. And
I
people are
hope
like,
so.
"What are you gonna do? You're gonna be so bored at home." Like, I'm not gonna be bored at all. I have plenty to do.
I like doing nothing.
True.
If I get bored doing that, I'll find something to do. But
Yeah,
for the most part, I just like laying around watching TV, being a lazy butt.
that's so funny. Yeah, I don't think
It's
I'm
like,
ever really bored. There's always something going on or something to do, right?
yeah, that's true. That's true. You're active and you
Yeah,
get to do stuff.
I'll get into some kind of trouble. I'll find something. Yeah. Anyway,
Trouble doesn't have to come looking for you. You can look for trouble.
I know, like when I used to work in the hospital, I would see like some of the doctors or whatever, they would, walk by and like, "Oh, here comes trouble." And they always say that. It's not just like one person, like they have different teams and I'm just like, "What is it that I do?" Like that, you know. I don't know. It's just kind of funny.
I just slap myself with the mic.
Oh. But you love my living room, isn't it gorgeous?
It is gorgeous.
You like
I
my
can't wait to see it when I get to LA.
Yeah, right?
You better get to work on that remodeling. I want my living room to look exactly like this. With that, I don't know what that thing is in the back. Is that a rug or is it like
Oh, you mean
a,
on the wall here?
yeah, the big square
So
thing?
that's a wood
Yeah,
carving. It's a
the
traditional
wood
Thai wood
carving.
carving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked 3D, so it's like it can't be. It looks like a rug, but it's 3D.
Mm-mm.
So
Yeah.
okay, that's
I
lovely.
see those a lot.
I
Yeah.
can't imagine trying to dust in those grooves.
Yeah, and those are heavy. And also the pillows are silk, Thai
Hmm.
silk. Yeah. So quite nice.
Do you ever get clothes made in Thailand?
I had a Thai traditional dress and then I also had my wedding dress. was
Mhm.
made of Thai silk, and I had another outfit that I had made. Hmm. Yeah, but I don't fit any of them anymore, obviously, because I was like 16 when those were made.
Yeah.
And then the wedding dress was like when I was 30, huh?
You're gonna have to go back so you can get, your
Well, I have to get my hot body back first, and then I'll go and get clothes made. But
are
it,
every single Thai woman in Thailand with a hot body, is that the only way they can have clothes made?
it's kind of a dying art, though. Not that
Get
many
the
people are
muumuu or
doing it
something.
anymore, huh?
Get a muumuu or something
They
when
don't
you're
have
at
them.
home. No, that's Hawaii, isn't it?
That's Hawaii. Um, but
They'll do
yeah,
that.
it's a dying profession. They're hardly making, uh, you know, custom bespoke outfits anymore. It's not, I guess it's not cost effective. Everyone wants that name brand on their butt.
Everyone's westernizing
Yeah.
over there, I guess.
Yeah. So, or it's just not as Thai anymore. Cause
Mm.
yeah, cause I guess not that many people. There's not that much profit in it, I suppose.
Well, a lot of Western influence, a lot of Western people are moving out there.
Yeah, I guess so. But some of the Westerners actually want their clothes made.
That's true.
You know.
But uh, people in the East are fascinated with the West.
Mhm.
So they they like how our lives are.
And it's not what it's cracked up to be sometimes.
It's like if you're
Yeah.
gonna have to work.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not in Thailand. You can have someone. They usually have someone in the house that does things for you, like more than one person, you
I
know.
heard about that in Japan. I
Yeah.
remember Marines that had gone to Japan. They had
Hmm.
a mama san,
Hmm,
and a mama
interesting.
san would come and they would clean their house, do their laundry, and sometimes even cook
Yeah,
the
iron
meals
their
for them.
clothes. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, they have lots of
and
people to do that there.
and
So,
it was not expensive. It was affordable,
mm-hmm.
very affordable.
Because
Not like
that's
here.
a job. Yeah, that's like an actual job or like a side hustle,
Yeah.
and it works well for both, the
Mhm.
employer and the employee, but here it's really expensive. You can't do
It's
that.
expensive, and you're not sure if you can trust them.
Yeah, that's true. This is true. In Thailand, it's usually word of mouth, it's like
Yeah.
the kids, the parents or the kids, or somebody that they know. Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a very different life. Like here, you actually have to work and do things for yourself.
So that's another thing about the stress. Is like you're doing it all.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
You're you're doing all, you're doing your job, and then you're raising your kids, and then of course you want to raise your own kids
Mm-hmm.
anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But you're doing all the housework, you're doing all the grocery shopping and the cooking. You're doing it all,
Yeah.
and that's part of the stress. I mean, there's downtime is difficult. You have to let something go in order to be able to relax and take it easy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, it's not affordable to hire somebody to clean your house once a week, or you know every couple of weeks, or once a month, or something like
Or even
that.
just cook for you, cook a few
Yeah,
meals.
cook a few meals, food prep or meal prep for you or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So you have to do it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Not enough
that's
time in the day for that because now our commute time, sometimes it's an hour. So that's 2 hours a day, 2 hours of your life that is just gone. Yeah.
that's just on the road. That doesn't
Mm-hmm.
even include the preparation of getting ready
Right, right. Mm-hmm.
for.
So you lose
Oh,
sleep, and we all need sleep.
it was especially difficult when I had to take my kids to school.
Yeah. Yeah,
They had to
school
go
ends.
extra. They had
Hmm.
to go very early.
Yeah, yeah. And then just so you could get to work, and then they get out before you get out. What do you do with them?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to pay extra for after school
Mm-hmm.
care. Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. I mean, it'd be
Yeah,
helpful if there was extra, like after school care built in. Like when we were kids, I think they had some after school programs. I
and
remember.
you would break records to get there before 6,
Hmm.
because at 6:01,
They
then
charge,
they charge extra by the minute.
yeah, like $20. I think here it's $20 a minute.
Yeah, it's it's and you're like,
Yeah.
I need that $20 for like
Mm-hmm.
gas or groceries or
For so
whatever.
many
So,
things, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's it's a different kind of a stress today.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching our video. Hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye.